back to my channel and welcome to the first in this series, Not So Sinful Cooking. So today we are going to show you two of our favorite healthy recipes that you can do in under 10 minutes that are cheap and healthy and great if you are studying like I am at the moment. If you are interested, then keep on watching. So the first recipe we're going to do is an aubergine pizza, and for this recipe you are going to need a really nice medium-sized aubergine. If you're in America, this is going to be an eggplant. You're going to need some mozzarella, some Parmesan cheese, some tomatoes, passata, fresh basil leaves and salt. Mom is going to make some gorgeous chicken skewers using fresh rosemary, some bay leaves from the garden, absolutely lovely, some bread of your choice, we're using whole grain here, and also don't forget the oil, extra virgin olive oil. So for the aubergine pizzas, I'm going to chop the aubergine up into 1 to 2 centimeter sized slices. That just helps them to cook and dry out a lot better. Mom is going to be on the other side chopping up her chicken into skewer sized chunks. I'm then going to salt the aubergine pizzas while she does that, and this helps to dry out the aubergine so that it becomes more meaty. This gives a lot more substance to the vegetable. I'm then popping them onto a baking tray, lining them with a nice bit of space between them, and I'm going to pop them into the oven to dry out for about 10 minutes. For the skewers, the next step is to create that really nice herby base. So Mom is taking the fresh rosemary and popping it into the pestle and mortar. For now, she's just going to bash up the rosemary. It's actually quite tough to work with, and you do have to give it a good bash around. Then she's going to pop in some extra virgin olive oil to create a really nice paste that's going to coat the chicken. I'm then going to chop up some really lovely cherry tomatoes and some fresh mozzarella and grate some parmesan, all for the toppings of the aubergine pizzas when they come out of the oven. The next step for your skewers is to then chop up the bread that you're using, and we're just chopping it into little chunks. Those are going to become your croutons. Throwing the chicken into a bowl, she's going to pop the paste all over and start mixing it up really nicely to make sure all the chicken is coated, and pop that bread in as well. You can see how lovely it starts to come together. The aroma is absolutely incredible. Don't eat your ingredients. Once your ingredients are nicely mixed and coated together, you can start popping them on your skewers. We're actually using the stalks of the rosemary here. Great for the environment and a great way to use any leftover waste from your herbs. Chicken, bread, leaf. Chicken, bread, leaf. My aubergine pizzas are finally ready and dried out. You can see the salt on the baking tray and you can see how nicely they have dried out. That's exactly what you want to see to make sure you have a good dry texture. Now it's time to put your pizza together. I'm taking a nice big tablespoonful of passata and popping it on top of each little pizza. That is your tomato sauce base for the little aubergine pizza. Next on your topping, I'm going to take some mozzarella cheese, and I don't mean a little bit, I mean a lot. We're not shy on the cheese in our house. Don't be afraid to whack it on and coat your pizzas really nicely. Follow that up with some chopped cherry tomatoes for extra flavour. You can leave this out if you don't like tomatoes, and then follow up with some grated Parmesan cheese on top for that extra flavour. Finally, garnish with some basil leaves, basil. Pop them under your grill for about 10 minutes, but just keep a good eye until the cheese is nicely grilled on top. The skewers are looking absolutely delicious. Oh, I'm hungry thinking about them now. Make sure your pan is nice and hot, and you can give that a test by just popping some bread in and seeing does it sizzle. Place your skewers in the pan, and now what you're going to do is get something heavy just to place on top to make sure that they cook 100% through. After a couple of minutes, they'll start to turn a beautiful golden brown. By this stage, my aubergine pizzas were ready to come out of the oven, and how amazing do they look. We just served them as lunch with a little bit of spinach. You can see how beautifully the cheese grilled on top, and those tomatoes just look delicious. And there you have it, healthy aubergine pizza that don't break the calorie bank. And those skewers, oh my gosh, garnish with a little bit of parsley, serve with some cucumber and tomato, and you have yourself an incredibly delicious and healthy lunch in minutes. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Our very first healthy recipes video, and we are so excited to do more. If you like this video, please don't forget to give us a big thumbs up and hit subscribe if you haven't already done so. I will see you in my next video, everybody. Bye!